Hello everyone. The topic for today is solving quadratic equations using the completing square method. Sometimes it is not possible to find the roots of an quadratic equation using simple factorization. There we use completing square method. I shall take my first question in which I shall apply both methods for you and then we shall go ahead for the completing square. The first question which I have chosen for you is x square plus 4x minus 12 equal to 0 and I shall apply both methods on this question to clear your concept. Okay, when we apply factorization method, what we have to do, we have to make the factors of 12. 1 into 12, 2 into 6 and 3 into 4. These are the only factors which 12 has. This sign is negative, which shows that the factors will be subtracted, and this sign is positive, which shows that the bigger factor will be positive. If we subtract 3 and 4, we don't get 4. If we subtract 1 from 12, we don't get 4. So this is the only option we have, 2 and 6, from where we can have 4. Okay, if I write here x square plus 6x minus 2x, which gives us 4x, minus 12 equal to 0, and making their pairs, from first pair I get x plus 6, and from the second pair if I take 2 common I will have x plus 6 equal to 0. If we have this bracket same, it means we have made the correct factors. I shall take this bracket outside and the remaining numbers inside. Now I have two brackets and the product of these two brackets is 0. It means that either x plus 6 is 0 or x minus 2 is 0. If x plus 6 is 0, then my root or the solution of this equation is minus 6, and if x minus 2 is 0, the root is 2. So the two roots, as it is a quadratic equation, so it has two roots or two numbers which are the solution of this equation are minus 6 and 2. Okay, if I apply completing the square method on the same question, what I will do, first of all, I shall take this minus 12 to the other side and it will be positive 12. Now I have to add the half of this term, the square of the half of this term on both sides. I repeat, first I shall take minus 12, the constant term on the other side. If it is negative here, on the other side it will be positive. If it is positive here, on the other side it will be negative. After that, I shall half the middle term and take the square of that and add it on the both sides. On this side, I can easily write it as x plus 2 square. And on the other side, I shall write 12 plus 4. Why I have written it like this? When we have a plus b square, we write it as a square plus 2ab plus b square. So if we have this form, we can easily convert it into the other side form or other side. Okay, now as it is x plus 2 square and the other side is 16, I will take the square root of both sides. Square will cancel square root, and on this side we shall have x plus 2, and on the other side, as 4 multiplied 4 is 16, I shall have 4, but this is plus minus 4. There are two values of 4. Why there are two values of 4? Because this 16 doesn't tell us either that 4 was positive, whose square was 16, or that 4 was negative, whose square was 16. So 16 does not tell us that this 4 was negative or positive. So we have to take two values of 4, and from these two values we shall have two roots. Now first I shall write x plus 2 equals to positive 4, and then I shall write x plus 2 equals to negative 4. Now I will take this 2 to other side. 4 minus 2 is 2. The first answer, x equals to minus 4 minus 2, and we shall have minus 6. This is the second root. Now you can see from both methods you have the same roots. This is the completing square method and it is the factorization method. The second question is x square plus 8x plus 9 equal to 0. First we apply factorization method on this equation. The factors of 9 are, all factors of 9 are 1 into 9 and 3 into 3. This sign shows that the factors should be added, and this sign shows that the factors will be both positive and their sum is 8. If we add 9 and 1 we get 10, and if we add 3 and 3 we get 6. So the factorization here is not possible. When in some questions factorization is not possible, there we go for completing the square method. Okay, if we go for completing the square, we have to take the third term to the other side. It will be negative on the other side. Now I shall divide 8 on 2 and I shall add the square of that on both sides. I can write this side as x square plus twice this x and this 4. You can see if I take twice 2ab, twice of 2ab plus this x and this 4, I will have 4 to the 8x, and now this 4 square will give me on the next step, x plus 4 whole square, and on this side minus 9 plus 16 will give me 7. I have to take the square root of both sides and I have to take the square root of 7. This square will cancel this square root and I shall have x plus 4 equals to plus minus square root 7. As 7 is not a perfect square, so we have to take the value of square root 7 from the calculator, and the value from the calculator of square root of 7 is 2.645. As we have to give the answer correct to 3 significant figure, so we can also take it as 2.65. When we have to find the two solutions or two roots, we shall first write x plus 4 equals to positive 2.65, and then we shall have x plus 4 equals to negative 2.65. When I shall take this minus 4 on the other side, my answer will be minus 1.35, and when I shall take this negative 4 on the other side with minus 2.65, my other answer will be minus 6.65. These two answers are only possible with calculator. Otherwise, if we don't have calculator and we have to find the answer, we shall write the answer as x equals to plus minus square root 7 minus 4, and we shall leave our answer here. So these roots are only possible with completing the square method. We cannot find such roots with the factorization. The next question which I am taking is x square plus 4x plus 8 equal to 0. This question is also possible with factorization, but I shall apply completing the square method on it just to clear your concept. Okay, I have taken this 8 on the other side. I shall add the half of this, the square of the half of this on both sides. I shall convert it into a complete square like this. Twice into this x into this 2 will give me 4x plus 2 square is 4 equals to minus 8 plus 2 square is 4. It will become x plus, this sign will go inside 4 square equals to minus 8 plus 4 is minus 4. This number is negative. So when we shall take the square root of both sides, the square root of minus 4 is not possible. So this question is not possible with completing square, as this question has no real roots, or we shall write the equation has no real roots or imaginary roots. Why? The reason is that we cannot take the square root of negative 4. So we shall stop this question here and we shall say that the equation has no real roots. Another very interesting example, x square minus 12x plus 36 equals to 0. When I shall take this 36 on the other side, it will be negative 36. When I shall half 12, it will be 6, and I shall add the negative 6 square. Notice this thing, if it is negative, you will add the square of negative number. Although it doesn't matter, but we shall take the square of negative number. Okay. this is negative 6 square and it will give me positive 36 when I shall open the square. From this side, what we will have twice this x along with this negative 6 will give us, no, we shall have this thing always positive with twice with this x, and this negative 6 will make it negative 12x plus 36. And on this side, when you will see that positive 36 will cancel negative 36 and you will be having x minus 6 whole square. This negative sign will come here, x minus 6 whole square equals to 0. As the right side of the equation is 0 and we shall take the square root. The square root of 0 will remain 0 and your two roots will be same, x equals to 6 and 6 you can write, or you can write repeated roots. Both roots of this equation are 6. Yes, you can apply factorization method on it, like x square minus 6x will give you minus 12x, and when you shall multiply you will have positive 36, and from here you can also have from this pair x common, x minus 6 common from this pair, x minus 6, and both roots are positive 6. The next question is 8 minus 7x minus x square. First I shall write it in standard form. I will recommend you to take negative sign outside and take it to the other side and multiply it with 0, or in other words just change the signs of all the terms to make the first term positive or to make the solution easier. Okay, now we shall take this 8 to the other side positive. We shall half the middle term, it will be 7 over 2. Add the half of the middle term on both sides. It will be x square. Look twice, x into 7 over 2. This one automatically give you 7x of the middle term. This is 49 over 4. On the other side you have 49 over 4 and I shall put here 1 and take the LCM. Then I shall have x plus 7 over 2 whole square on this side, x plus 7 over 2 whole square, and on the other side I have 8 4s are 32 plus 49, it is 81. When I shall take the square root of both sides, square will cancel square root, and on the other side I shall have plus minus two values. 81 is the square of 9 and 4 is the square of 2, so the square root will be 9 by 2. Now when I shall have two values, first value will be positive 9 over 2 minus 7 over 2 will give me 2 over 2, that is 1, and the other value is negative 9 over 2 along with negative 7 over 2 will give me negative 16 over 2, that is minus 8. Okay, this is the completing the square method. If I apply the factorization on this question, I shall start from here. I shall make the roots, factors of 8, which are 1 and 8 and 2 and 4. I shall select this pair because I have to subtract and my bigger factor should be positive. So I can easily write it as x square plus 8x minus x, which will give me 7x minus 8, and you can see from here I can have the root minus 8 and from here I can have the other root 1. So on this question, completing square as well as factorization both are applicable.